Hello Poppets and welcome back to the channel, and if this is the first time you are seeing this face,
subscribe for magical stuff.
So today, for those of you that have seen these DIYs, it is a recap. For those of you that are new, I'm going to show you the 4 dioramas I have made this year. Now, I have got an important message for Harry Potter fans. I have been told in the past, with DIYs especially, that it's nice to see a YouTuber show how to make something instead of all these elaborate things that you can get. Because I know myself, I am on the same wavelength of so many of you guys. I can't afford to buy all the tickets to the studio tour to go multiple times a year. I can't afford all of the beautiful things you can buy from Noble Collection or licensed products. But one thing I do have on my side is that I can make, I can create. I am very creative, hence the Ravenclaw in me. And I like to share that with you guys to, one, give you the chance to follow my instructions on how to make something. I try the best I can, but I am not a professional and I do wing these DIYs, but they're there to help guide you if you want to make something. And I like to show you that you don't need, if you want to make a magical space, you do not need licensed products in your collection to make a magical space. But more importantly, I want to give you this message that it doesn't matter how much you have in your collection or how many times you've been to the studio tour, it doesn't define who you are as a Harry Potter fan. If you love Harry Potter, you are a Harry Potter fan, and that's all you need to know. You could have 1 item in your collection, no items in your collection, or 1,000,000 items in your collection. You are all the same. You're a Harry Potter fan. It's just some people are lucky enough to have the items, and that's it. We're all Harry Potter fans. We're all on the same wavelength. The only difference between me and you is I make videos. That's it. So yeah, I'm going to show you the creativeness that I have done this year that I'm very proud of, because yes, I wing these DIYs. The first one that I did, I'll get that now. This was a wizard's tower, and I did get told it looks like the owlry, which is really, really cool. This was the first. All of these are on the channel if you want to see how they are made. But this one, I wasn't planning on filming. This was just going to be a tester, but I did do little video shots and photos that I put in a video that I did in the end. Luckily, I managed to get that footage, because I did really love how this turned out. But believe it or not, this is made out of a Pringles tube. That's how it started, a Pringles tube. The bottom is half of a pot noodle pot, and then the rocks and the stairs, oh no, not the stairs, sorry. The rocks are made out of foam. All these bricks are foam. The stairs are balsa wood. This is a cereal box, all these roof tiles. The cone itself, I do believe, is just a cereal box. Round here we've got a bay window coming out. This is literally just all cardboard. It's all cardboard and a cobweb. We have a cobweb. It's all things you can get hold of very easily and very cheaply, or things that are just lying around the house. I do have what I call my landfill in my office. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to get creative just recently, but there will be DIYs coming up on the channel again, so stay tuned. But I do tend to save good cardboard packaging, plastic packaging, anything that I think, do you know what, I might be able to make something out of that. These little rivets that make it look like metal being just sort of screwed down, they are just embellishments. They're sticky gems, that's all they are. These that we've got round here and on here as stilts, they're just matchsticks. The frame on here is just beads, and I just got a bit creative. This is lichen or lichen, I never remember how to say it. That's all that is. You can pick that up anywhere. And then I do make, as you can see, there's grass on the stairs. Diorama grass can be quite expensive. The same with these little stones that I've got down as rocks. If you get diorama, specifically diorama grass and rocks and stones or any foliage, it can be quite expensive. So I've done things cheaply. So these little rocks, they're actually fish tank stones and they work perfectly. And the grass, I have shown how I make it in some of the one of the diorama videos. Don't think it was this one. I think it might have been, it was either Hagrid's Hut or Shrieking Shack, I can't remember. It's in one of them videos anyway, but I will talk you through. What I do is I snip at twine to make twine fluff. Just snip the end, keep snip, 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 separate it into 4 strands, snip, 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 snip. You end up with this fluff. You add green paint to it, mix it, separate it and lay it out to dry and then sieve it, and you end up with this grass. It's really cool. Yes, it's a bit of a process. It's not massively, but it is a bit of a process, but it's cheaper. So cheap wins, right? Cheaper wins. But this was the first ever diorama I ever made, and I am very, very pleased with how this turned out. But after I'd stuck everything together and I spray painted the whole thing black, and then it's all in the painting. So I spray painted it all black. Obviously we've got a purple roof and the bay window roof as well is purple. And then I did a dry brushing of a pale purple over just to highlight the edges of the tiles. And then I did a white, I was going to say wash, a white dry brushing over the bricks and a green to give it a mossy look. And the same with the rock, just to build those colours up. I did a brown wash over and then a lighter brown, and then I dry brushed a light brown and a bit of a white as well, just to make the just to make things pop out and stand out a little bit more. I did also dry brush a bit of green as well, just to give that mossy look on the stones as well. But underneath, look, it's a biscuit box. I didn't put anything underneath. But yeah, so that is the Wizard's Tower, and I was really happy with that. Again, it is on the channel if you want to see how it's made. But let's move on to the next one that I did this year. I do believe number 2, let me sort the roof out, was Hagrid's Hut. Now, you'll have to excuse because this fence I need to fix. I stupidly knocked it. But yeah, so again, it's just cardboard. It's just cereal boxes. The roof does come off. That's why if it looks wonky, it is wonky, because the roof does come off, because I have put some battery tea lights in there to light it up, because I have put windows in there. The windows are just packaging from a biscuit box. That's it. And then I just put some black Sharpie to make the windows pop a bit more, obviously where we've got the detailing. But a lot of this is made out of cardboard. Basically all of it is made out of cardboard and foam. We have foam bricks on this as well. This is all cardboard. Again, we've got like the metal with the rivets, the gems on there. The pumpkins are just made out of polymer clay. This is made out of bits of wood. I just made some little crates. There is a wheelbarrow somewhere. There it is. We've got a wheelbarrow and the wheel is made out of a bead. It's just bits of wood that have been lying about. We've got the fish tank pebbles and the twine grass. But yeah, it's just made out of matchsticks, bits of wood, cardboard, foam, but obviously I did some clay pumpkins as well. But I absolutely love this. Let me take the lid off because I've done nothing with the inside apart from put tea lights in it. But you can see where I've tried my best, because again, I wing everything. Inside you can, oh, there's another tea light there. Inside you can see on the walls where I've got like T for top, and I numbered all the sides so I knew where they were going. All the writings in there still. I just wing them. But hopefully you can follow the tutorial, well, kind of tutorial that I've done. That light chin, lit chin, whatever it is on the roof. I've put it round the back as well where the chimney is, and down here. It's all in the detailing, guys. But yeah, this was a fun one to make. I can remember getting very stressed out with it at points. I think with the roof. I don't like doing roofs, I've realised doing this. But yeah, this is Hagrid's Hut. And I do think it looks like Hagrid's Hut. So I do think I've nailed that it's Hagrid's Hut. But yeah, what do you think? I keep moving the roof. What do you think? Did you guys watch that have been with me for a while, you guys that have been with me for a while, have you seen the dioramas that I've done this year? Which one is your favourite? And if you are new, let me know which one your favourite is in the comments that you're seeing that I'm showing you in this video. But Hagrid's Hut was very fun to do, was quite hard to do. I think when you watch DIY videos, people make it look so easy. Trust me, it is not. You don't get to see behind the scenes, the swearing, the crying, the oh my days, I need to fix this. So I've had to go to my dad's shed because my glue isn't working for something to stick. So I've had to use some of dad's glue, or there's just always something, which you will see with the Shrieking Shack. The reason why I'm doing this video today is, as you'll see in this video, when I show you the Shrieking Shack in this video, I actually won't have this. As you're watching this now, I don't have the Shrieking Shack in my possession anymore. I made it for another channel called Ghost Theory. Elliot from Ghost Theory is a massive Harry Potter fan just like us, and I made him the Shrieking Shack. And I made it quite a while ago, but I'm finally giving him it this weekend. But obviously, as you'll see in this, I would have already given him it, and I'm so excited to give him it, for him to see it up in person. But let's move on to the next DIY diorama that I did this year. So years ago, no, not years ago, it wasn't that long ago, I did make the Whomping Willow, but I didn't make it from scratch. There is cobwebs on this, by the way, just ignore those. It's the only problem when you have things on display, isn't it? And it's really hard to dust this thing. But I had a tree and I turned it into the Whomping Willow. And although I loved it at the time, I look at it and I think I can do better. So with this, the whole DIY process of this is on the channel. The same with Hagrid's Hut. This is made mainly out of tinfoil. The tree itself is made out of tinfoil because it gives that lovely bark texture, the tinfoil does. Once I'd tinfoiled, I did put a layer of tissue paper and PVA glue over, just because I wasn't sure how the paint was going to stick well to the tinfoil, if that makes sense, whether the metallic was going to shine through. So I thought, right, we'll get it covered with a layer of napkins and Mod Podge. But all it did really, which is a good thing, was just make more detail, because obviously the napkin wasn't flat, it did wrinkles, so it gave even more of a bark texture. So I did love how it turned out. This is all besom that I had lots, well, I've still got lots of besom left over from when I made the broom that I made with my dad last year or the year before, I can't remember. But I never got rid of the leftover besom because I thought it will come in handy. When you're creative, if you're creative as well, you don't throw anything out. You do have a landfill somewhere in your house, just in case you need to make something out of it. But yeah, so it's mainly made out of tinfoil, tissue paper and PVA glue. Obviously we've got some besom. It is also foam and cardboard with the base, because obviously with the foam it's so easy to carve out some rock shapes and give it rock texture. The base itself is cardboard. It's an Amazon box. And again, the twine grass is on here, and the lichen, and I do have some of those fish tank pebbles around the base as well. Let me just show you the base. But I love this, love how it turned out. I do think it looks like the Whomping Willow, so again, nailed what I was trying to do. But yeah, another winged DIY, but I'm proud of it. I think it's gorgeous, and I'm so glad that I decided to give it another go. Because yeah, the old one, I kept looking at it and I thought, you're not the Whomping Willow, I can do better. I know I can do better if I put my heart and soul into this. And yeah, this is one of my favourites. I think it's gorgeous and I am happy with it. So the most recent diorama that I have made, and it is the Shrieking Shack. Now I say recent, it was quite a while ago that I made it, and I am gutted I've not been able to get creative just recently. Again though, there will be DIYs coming. But this is the Shrieking Shack. Now ignore the other side of the roof because it has come away and I need to try and glue that on. And the chimney's come away for some reason as well, but the chimney will hold with hot glue, so I'll get that hot glued back on. But I'm glad I took it out the bag because obviously it's been in a bag ready to go to Elliot from Ghost Theory. But obviously bringing it out for this video, realising I thought one of my matchstick stilts had gone as well. But yeah, obviously I've realised this needs gluing back on, so I'm going to glue that back on today. But I need to try and fix this roof as well. I'll get it done, it's fine, before Saturday. But this is the Shrieking Shack, guys. I loved making this. It was quite tedious, especially because it's made out of cardboard again. The building is cardboard, but on every side, obviously you can see like planks of wood. They are coffee stirrers. So I've had to cut coffee stirrers. And I tried to do it because you can see here, there's a bit that's sort of broken. It is meant to be like that because the Shrieking Shack is an abandoned building. All the windows are boarded up. The door is there. I haven't boarded the door up, but it will be locked, so it doesn't open. But I love the detail on this. I absolutely loved making this, and I think I loved making this more because I made it for a friend. But round the back we've got a bay window with some stilts, but I tried my best to make this look exactly like the Shrieking Shack that we know and love in the films. I really tried my best. And we've got some boarded up windows on the side there, and then obviously, yeah, on this side we have the chimney. The chimney is made out of foam, and then I just, because foam obviously, you can mark it quite easily, so I was able to do a brickwork texture on it, and then just painted it grey. We've got some of the twine grass on there, we have got some of those fish tank pebbles, we have got lichen around, not too much on this one, not too much, but round the bottom. And then I made some foam rocks as well. These bigger ones are literally just foam. And I do use tissue paper and PVA glue a lot just to give it a bit of texture. But I think this is my favourite build. I need to hot glue that chimney so bad and sort this roof out. I'm gonna have to go to my dad with it and be like, help me, please. Or I'll be like, Elliot, you're gonna have to try and glue that roof down. But this is a very big favourite of mine. I loved making it. Again, I think because I was making it for a friend. It wasn't just for me. I'm gonna miss it when it's gone. But it will, I think Elliot's putting it in their studio, so it will be in the backgrounds of their live videos. I'm sure that's what he's on about doing, unless he wants it in his house with his collection. He might change his mind to that. So yeah, so we've got the Wizard's Tower, we've got the Shrieking Shack, we have got the Whomping Willow and Hagrid's Hut all next to me now, seeing them all together, and I know the hard work that's gone into these. I am very, very proud of myself for doing this. Like I said, if you like getting creative, this is the perfect thing to do. Something like this is the perfect thing to do to make your magical space more magical, to add some collective Wizarding World items. To be, obviously people look at collecting as it has to be licensed things. It really doesn't. It really, really doesn't have to be. Why does it have to be official? It doesn't. And to add things to your magical shelves to bulk up, I'll let you know into a little secret. It probably won't be a secret to some of you or a lot of you, but in charity shops they often do old-fashioned things like candlestick holders, like brass candlestick holders and things like that. Just adding things like that to your shelves really gives that old worldy Hogwarts magical look. And I do recommend you look in your charity shops, and look in your charity shops for Harry Potter too. I have come across some awesome things. I did a video not long ago, vintage items that I found in a charity shop. It was this 2001 board game. It was amazing, and there was something else, I can't remember what it was I bought now, but I think there was 2, maybe 3 things I showed in that. But yeah, keep looking in your charity shops, because you might get a licensed item that won't cost you as much as you would if you bought it brand new. And one man's rubbish is another man's treasure. I think that's the saying. But for me, getting creative and adding my own touch to my magical spaces and shelves means a lot, because it's that uniqueness. Yes, I've tried to make a replica of the Shrieking Shack and Hagrid's Hut, but it's not the exact replica of it, and no one else would ever have something like that because you've made it. The same with anything you make. It is unique to you. No one else will have it. And that's more special, I think, because no one will have it. Anyway, I'm going to go. Hopefully I can get creative again soon on the channel. It just depends how things go. I'm a very, very busy lady at the moment. But I'm always uploading as and when I can on the channel anyway. I just really hope I can get a DIY in soon because I love getting creative, but I don't want to push myself to be creative in busy times that I'm in now because I won't want to do it. And you've got to be in the mood. If you're an artist, you know what I mean. You've got to want to do it. And it's not that I don't want to do it, it's finding the time. And if I'm too tired, I'm not even going to want to start anything. It doesn't set my creative mind off the way I'm feeling right now. But I'm going to go. Thank you so much for your company tonight, guys. I really hope you've enjoyed either re-looking at the DIY dioramas I've done this year, or if you are new, I hope you've enjoyed seeing what I've made. But if you are new, don't forget all the DIYs are on the channel for you to watch. So if you're interested in one, then let me know. Not let me know, that was the next thing I was going to say. If you're interested, then go give, in any of these, go give it a watch and see how I made them. But have you got a favourite diorama? Let me know in the comments. That's where I was going with that one. And yeah, I'm going to go. And I will speak to you all in my next video. Bye, Poppets.